There's a story in my family that when my dad was growing up, my granddad took him and his brothers and sisters to Dublin Zoo on a cold, icy winter's day. They had brought with them bags of bananas and monkey nuts to feed the monkeys and were throwing the food over the ice enclosure when one stray banana landed on the ice. And as the story goes, suddenly the monkeys realised they could walk across the ice, leaving them to charge my granddad and his kids and attacking them for the food. Hence the inspiration for this monkey nut brownie baked Alaska. Baked Alaska is a little bit complicated, but if you think of it as 3 very easy stages, it makes life a little simpler. So first thing to get done is a brownie base. Now, my brownie base has some peanut butter through it because of my story. It needed to have that link somewhere. So I've whisked up some eggs and some caster sugar, and what has happened is it's become really light and fluffy, and that's going to give our brownies not only a nice bit of a rise, but it's also going to give us that gooey interior. So I just give it a good whisk, and as you can see, it's changed from a very kind of light eggy mixture into something that's really come together and has become quite frothy. And over here I have some chocolate, some peanut butter and some normal butter, which I've just melted very slowly over a small pan of simmering water. Now what I need to do is take this mixer off, get rid of this, bring our bowl over, and now I'm just going to sieve through some plain flour and some baking powder. And it's important you sieve through when you do this because otherwise you will end up with lumps in your brownie mixture. It's not the end of the world. They will work themselves out during the cooking time, but it's better for an even mix to do this. So just sift that in. That's all sieved in. Now pour your butter and chocolate mixture straight in. It already looks good. Okay, we'll pop this aside. And then using a spatula, and a very good folding motion. I nearly forgot my vanilla extract, so just a teaspoon of that in there. That'll do nicely. And then using a folding action with a spatula, we're just going to keep moving this until it's completely incorporated and you have a very thick chocolatey batter. So just scooping up from the bottom, up and around, and I'm moving the bowl as I go along, and what you get left with is that wonderful smooth brownie mix. Don't overfold it because what will happen is you'll lose all that lovely air you've whisked into the eggs and the sugar. So this is good to go. I'll set that aside and bring over this. And then all I'm going to do is pour in that lovely brownie batter. Oh yes, you know it's going to be good. Okay, that should do it. This is ready to go into the oven now, so it goes in at 180 degrees for 35 minutes. And what you're looking for is just a slight wobble in the centre and for the sides to be set. That will ensure that you've got it cooked, but you've also got that kind of chewy, gooey interior. So I'll pop this on the middle shelf to cook for 35 minutes. When your brownie's cooked, pop it out onto a wire rack and allow it to cool completely, and it'll form the base of our baked Alaska. So I have some vanilla ice cream here, and I have a bowl lined with cling film, and what we're going to do is create a dome which is going to sit on top of our brownie base. So all you need to do is spoon out all that vanilla ice cream. Don't worry about making it too pretty. Just pop that last bit of ice cream in there. I'll lose this over here. In order for my brownie to fit, what I need to do is transfer it to a chopping board, and I'm going to take the sides off so that when I pop my brownie in on top of the ice cream, it's going to sit beautifully on top. So just take the sides off, start with a little bit to start with, and just go around the edges until you get it nicely fitting. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So I'm going to pop this in on top of our ice cream. Perfect fit. So what I need to do now is just press it right down, like that, just so that it's nice and flush to the ice cream. And then at this point, I just have a little bit of cling film, conveniently located down here, and I'm going to pop that straight on top. You need to freeze it for up to about 6 hours until it's completely set together. So let's go into the freezer.